Hey, Matt.
Yeah, Dan.
You know what I was thinking?
No, but I figure you're probably going to tell me.
I'm going to tell the world. I think.
You're going to tell the world. Do you know how many people listen to this podcast?
Yes, the world.
Okay.
One day, the world.
Keep going.
Okay. I think we need something. We need to spice this up a little bit. I think we need
like a Chipotle?
Yeah. We need I think we need a song.
You need a song?
Yeah, like for hang out with your slang out.
Okay, I'll play along.
You got anything?
Oh, no, I thought you had something like queued up.
Okay. This is hang out with your slang out. We gonna bang this out tonight.
You know, it's a wonder that you didn't make it bigger with your music career.
I didn't have a podcast.
It didn't matter if we had a podcast. What I'm saying is, those were your lyrics you came up with. Those were the lyrics.
On the spot.
Good point.
Hang out with your slang out on the spot. We like that?
Well, it's not the worst thing I've ever heard.
On God?
That might be, though. Get ready, everybody. You're in store for about 30 minutes of hate. Because we really dislike this term.
Hang out with your slang.
This week's term? On God.
Slang. I'm going to get us in trouble.
Because you don't believe in God?
I believe in science.
Well, this is where apparently to take the other side, I'm going to be like, well, God created science. No, what I was going to say is this is sort of a fun episode because On God is so stupid because Hand of God already existed and it means the same thing except in the Diego Maradona case. But yeah.
You need to explain who that is, though.
Oh, okay. So Diego Maradona was a tiny Argentinian man with a jerry curl.
A big jerry curl.
And he played soccer for the country of Argentina as well as many European teams. Well, maybe not many, but he played for a couple European teams. Anyways, there was a World Cup where he scored a goal that clearly came off of his hand, and it wasn't overturned. They ended up still giving him the goal.
It was completely illegal.
And so Argentina fans specifically still refer to that as the Hand of God goal.
Cheating.
Yes. They refer to cheating in a very esoteric sort of way, in a very religious way.
As you get into soccer or football, seeing that was like, I can't believe that stood. It was one of those moments. But it's looked at as this great moment. I'm like, that is the opposite of a great moment.
Yeah. And I feel like they're not just sports, but sports is what I wrap my life around. So I remember a handful of them. But moments where you sit there and you're like, well, that's great that this wonderful moment for somebody was created out of a play that should have never been upheld. But whatever.
All right. I'm hearing this new term. Not sure what to make of it.
Who are you hearing it from?
The youth.
Your youths?
All youths.
The two youths? My cousin Penny.
Is that the two youths?
Yeah.
That's why I haven't watched that in forever.
Also, I was just about to say that that's what we should do every time it's an obvious quote from a movie is we need to do the whisper like you did for Back to the Future. Then I did that, and then you didn't even know what movie it was from.
What do you think of the term on God?
Well, I guess it depends. And it mostly depends on, I'm not entirely sure what it means.
Does it depend on which God?
If it's on Vishnu, I'm good. If it's on Poseidon, I'm good. Zeus, maybe not.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe we should start. This one's could go a lot of directions. So maybe we should actually start.
That's another good point. If you were Greek, would it be on gods?
Yes.
Anyway.
Yeah. Maybe we should start with the actual definition, get that out of the way, because I have a feeling this could go many ways because it's hard to keep you focused sometimes.
What?
Exactly.
Ooh, that dog has a fluffy tail.
Squirrel. According to Urban Dictionary, on God, spelled like it sounds, O-N.
G-O-D.
Yeah. Capital G-O-D.
Well, yeah.
On God is a phrase which is a way of saying that someone is telling the truth, similar to another phrase such as I swear to God. Other common uses are on my mom, on my grandma, and on my grandpa. Which I've actually heard. I've heard on God and I've heard on my mom.
Well, let's Tarantino this.
Not in the same sentence.
Because anybody saying on my mom, on my grandma, on my grandpa needs to stop saying that.
Yeah.
Not only because you're putting it on the life of people you love, but also it just sounds wrong when you really hear it. Just think about it for a second.
My mom. And they also have when you're serious and no one believes you. But that's
so then it is swear to God. I thought it was hand of God. Or hand to God, I've also heard.
Okay. But that's from Urban Dictionary. Weren't you using slang.org?
Yeah, I think so.
Punch or something? But
yeah, okay. Well, all right. You know what's the best part? On God doesn't exist on slang.com.
Is it because it's 2 words?
You know, it does exist. Oof. SMS, America, /back Mary, based. That's what she said. We should definitely do it. That's what she said episode.
So I guess technically it's not a slang word then. It's a slang phrase.
I guess, but I still feel like it would be on slang.org. It doesn't matter. We'll work with your definition.
Okay.
I don't swear to God already existed.
Mm-hmm.
Hand to God already existed.
Well, and I grew up with swear to God.
Right.
Used to hear that all the time.
Yeah. I think I still say it all the time. Swear to God.
No, he just swears.
To God.
I usually have to edit a lot of that out.
Yeah. You have to edit my stuff out. Anyways. Yeah, I think that.
I ain't lying on God.
God, it's so stupid.
It kind of is. And I heard it, the first time I heard it was in a gamer, like I don't know if it was, Reese or I know, you know what? I probably heard it with Jade playing like Call of Duty or something like that. And it got used a lot. A lot of the streamers, like the gamers and stuff that stream on YouTube and all that, they say it religiously, like every other sentence.
But it basically just means you're not lying.
Yeah.
Well, it's stupid then.
Pretty much.
I'd rather just say facts.
Facts of life?
Yeah, sure. I guess. If you're into Tootie.
I say, yeah, it's a Tootie, wasn't it? On Tootie? That's more
Tootie.
That's more my style.
Also, I mean, that brings up an excellent point. Like, what if God's not your homeboy?
Well, if you believe in God, isn't God everybody's homeboy?
Well, Jesus is my homeboy, but
Jesus?
Yes, I like him very much.
We discussed
no help with the curveball.
We discussed this. Any chance he gets to put a major league reference in here.
Yeah. Get ready. There are more coming. Yeah, I just think that, like, would you say on Buddha?
Yeah.
Well, would you? Not would you?
I just put my hand on Buddha's belly, so on Buddha.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
It's all the same to me.
Sure. Would you say on Vishnu?
I can't even say that second word.
Would you say on Zeus?
Yes.
Would you really?
Yeah. I love Zeus.
Would you say on Odin?
On Odin. I guess I just did.
I just think that it's...
So if I play...
I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm trying to cancel this term. This is where I'm going with this.
Then we need to embrace it and use it for everything we can. And we need to...
Oh, so we need to make it so lame that they can't help but stop using it.
Yeah.
Got it.
But can you go the opposite? Can you go on devil?
I think it would be on Satan.
What, you can't call Satan devil?
Well, Satan is the devil.
No.
El Diablo.
I thought Ozzy Osbourne was the devil.
Okay, so on Ozzy.
No lies, man. on Aussie. There you go. Episode's
I almost
over.
think, because I'm sure that, like, because of telling the truth that there's probably a certain aspect that is pulled from when you're in court and you have to put your hand on a Bible.
Yeah, it's just a dramatic way of saying no lie.
Right. It's a dramatic way of saying no cap.
Yes.
But I think that even in that instance, like, on Bible makes more sense.
That doesn't sound cool.
And here's the other thing.
Which Bible?
Here's the other thing, fake religious people, is that if it can be used in conjunction or it can be replaced by on my mom, on my grandma, whatever, those are things that can die. By saying on God, what you're doing is you're gambling that somebody's going to believe you with no possible repercussions.
Well, but they didn't invent that. Like,
they didn't invent what?
The on mom or whatever. You like putting it on your mom, because we grew up with, like, if you got to the point where it's like someone wouldn't believe you, like, I swear on my mom's life, or you would be like, I swear on so and so's life.
Right, I know. But I mean, it's the same thing, because we just said that we used to say swear to God. So same thing. It's swear on my mom, swear to God.
Matter of fact, I think in one of our early episodes, I put your life on something.
Probably. But that's what I'm saying is, like, that.
You're still here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Saying that phrase. And I will even go as far back as to say that swear to God is not a fair statement, because making that swear, that claim, you're saying that I feel so confident in it that the other part of this claim can't die. But if you truly are a believer, he is infinite anyway and cannot die. So you're not gambling anything.
Isn't swearing bad?
Yes, absolutely.
So this is like, fuck God.
Step on a crack, break my God's back. Why don't we just throw God in place of mother for everything?
Well, mother is the name for God on the lips and hearts of children.
Well, this took a turn.
I
don't know. I don't like this phrase.
I don't like it just because of the way it gets used. It's just annoying. It has nothing to do with the religious overtones of it or anything. It's obnoxious.
And I'm going to say, like, me having for a very short period of time been a religious studies major, like,
oh, you did? You studied it?
Yeah, this hits me differently because I don't, and that doesn't mean I'm that person that's like, you can't take the Lord's name in vain. Like,
I hate that.
If it's serious, like, maybe don't use that. But if it's not serious, then whatever, like, you're having fun. I just think, and maybe on God's not as serious as I think it is. Maybe it is just a jest of a way of saying, like,
yeah, but
seriously, bro. In which case,
all
maybe I should be less offended by it. I just don't like it.
I just think it sounds dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah. And oh no, I had a point, but now it's gone.
Yeah. So this is like every other episode.
Pretty much. I get a little tired doing all the heavy lifting on this podcast. So, yeah.
Oh, is that what you get tired doing?
On God. No lie.
I
no
love
cap. Let's just use them all.
I love it. Just, like when the microphones work with no problems. Yeah, I guess what I'm saying is there's so many other ways to say that you're not lying that this just seems really stupid.
When's the first time you ever heard it used? Or have you?
I'll be honest. I'm pretty sure that Jaden said it the first time I'd ever heard it.
Think so? You haven't heard Reese or anybody say it?
No, I think I've heard them say it. I just think that the first time I heard it happened to be Jaden.
Yeah.
And the only time I've really heard it is probably from our group of 4 kids. In part because I don't go around hanging around with kids, but that's not what this says. Yeah. Anyways,
that's not what that paperwork says. What was it? 500 feet?
It's yards. Yeah. Anyways,
it's stone throw.
Yeah. Well, that's not fair. I can throw a stone really far.
Yeah, I bet. No, it should be the opposite. You should be like, I can barely throw that stone. So like, stone's throw is like 5 feet.
That's as far as I gotta be. Isn't it, officer?
Anyways, it's the perfect distance.
Let's not make jokes like that anymore.
Come get some candy, little girl.
Yeah, I don't.
It's just candy. On God.
And that's how you get them. Yep. Because they're like, oh, they use slang that I know.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't.
Get in the van. No cap.
That's no. If you're gonna say no cap at the end, it has to be get in the van.
I'm not gonna kidnap you. No cap.
Yeah, there has to be a threat in the middle, or a non-threat in the middle.
Get in the van. There's candy in there. No cap. On God.
No cap on God. For reals, facts.
So I think I just figured out the tile for this episode.
That's what I think. Please don't put a van on the tile. I think that
it'll be by a river.
I think that's how we make this lame, is we just put all of these slang terms that mean I'm being honest and just put them into one long slang term.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like on God, for real, no cap, facts.
Boom. I also think we could do like, instead of it being on God, be it like on God, and then if you spell it GAWK.
GAWD.
D. That's on Gawk.
He writes books. Like On My God.
Oh my God. Tony Gawk?
No, that's okay to say Tony God.
Okay.
That's how good he is.
There's only one God, and that's Joe Montana.
Whoa. He is not who they modeled Touchdown Jesus after.
Touchdown Jesus?
Yeah, he played it. Do you not know what Touchdown Jesus is?
I actually don't.
Oh. So Joe Montana played at Notre Dame University before going to the pros. At Notre Dame, facing one of the end zones, there is a big mosaic of Jesus on the side of a building doing this. And so they refer to it as Touchdown Jesus.
How do I not know that?
Listen, I don't know how you didn't know that, but I knew that, and that's why we're here now.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, sort of blasphemous, but yeah, I guess that it's kind of cool. So more blasphemous than on God, I guess.
Here's the thing. If you break this down totally, what are words? Words are just sounds that we equate to something, right? So yeah. When someone figured out to even use the word God as the word meaning God, it's just a goddamn sound, or a gosh darn sound.
You can't say that. You can't say goddamn on the air.
So for anybody to get offended by
who gives a shit? Nobody's listening anyway. You didn't even follow through with my major league quote. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're trying to phase the major league out. We're trying to phase the major league out.
We aren't.
Why not?
You might be.
All right. Anyways,
that's my line.
But all words are, that's why I say all words are just made up gibberish in the first place. So for like, this works for,
so you're saying I shouldn't be offended by everything because everything's made up?
Anything, everything, the word God, the F word, we just made it bad. Humans made that word mean something bad, but it's just gibberish that came out of our mouth. So why get mad at it?
You lost the whole right there.
So,
not the whole right, just the religious right.
So
we didn't make it bad.
So here's my thing. I'm at that point where I'm not scared of losing that anymore.
Listeners, I'm not scared of it either. We only have 12.
Yeah. So, and more than likely those 12 would share our views. And my views is like, can we just be normal again? Like, stop being like, if I'm not on that side, you can judge me on if I'm an asshole or not.
You want a red hat? Make America not shitty again.
Yeah. Go to a Limp Bizkit concert. Well,
maybe don't do that.
Tomato.
Wait. Are you putting Fred Durst out into the universe?
On God.
Oh my.
But that's God with GAWK.
If anybody out there sees Fred Durst, please wrap him in bubble wrap.
Oh, yeah. You ever seen the Clint Eastwood movie, The Deadpool?
No.
That was, I think it was the last Dirty Harry movie.
Okay.
And in the movie, it's Jim Carrey's first or second movie.
Jim Carrey's in a Clint Eastwood movie?
Yeah. He plays this rock star.
Do you understand there is no universe where I ever thought that I would get to say that last phrase I just said?
Really? You didn't see the Deadpool?
No.
It's actually really cool. But the storyline is there's a celebrity death list, and they call it the Deadpool. And all like the directors and the in guys are betting on who's gonna die next. And so some serial killer guy gets that list and he starts knocking off names.
Is Jim Carrey the serial killer?
No, he's the lead singer of some band, and he sings Guns N' Roses' "Welcome to the Jungle." And Guns N' Roses is in the movie. It's crazy.
Do they get killed?
No, they just walk around on some giant pirate boat where they're filming a rock video or whatever. And Jim Carrey's like the lead singer. He's basically Axl Rose in the movie.
So what you're saying is we are the new
Deadpool.
Yeah.
Should we explain what we're talking about here?
I'm afraid to, because currently the guy is still alive.
Yep. He's done.
That happened this morning?
Yep. He didn't even make the week they said he was going to make it a week.
All right. So I guess I'll let you in on all of this. We seem to be talking about celebrities from time to time. And
by time to time, he means every time.
episode. And so what we've realized is that shortly after we talk about certain given celebrities, they find a way to
expire,
go with God.
Yes. And that is not our intention for any of them.
No. No matter how relentlessly we mock them, and it is relentless, we don't wish any harm on these people. We just apparently keep bringing harm to these people.
So I need to get an official count, because this would be number 3.
We don't need to do a body count on our podcast.
We need to know a percentage of how bad we're how good we're at this.
I mean, it's a solid 15-20%.
I hope so. So we need to just talk about a lot more celebrities.
Blake Lively, if you are out there, please wrap Ryan Reynolds.
Oh shit! Please
put him in some sort of fluffy box where he can't be hurt.
But now you mentioned her. Wrap yourselves, both of you up. Both of you up.
We're gonna have to change the name of this podcast to the Doomsday Podcast.
Yep. The DDP.
Diamond Dallas Page.
Yep. Yeah. So no harm, no foul.
Sure, I guess.
But how many times have we mentioned the Kardashian? Can't kill one of them. They're like goddamn cockroaches.
Yeah, they'll live forever.
Yeah. It'll be them and Peeps.
Them and Peeps and cockroaches.
Yep. Well.
Yeah.
They're
tomato.
Yeah, tomato. Cockroach, Kardashian. It's all the plastic surgery.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Yep. They give each other new heads for Christmas, for Christ's sake.
It's such a weird thing to say.
That's a Dennis Leary quote.
Dennis Leary's still alive?
Yeah. That was back when
Not for long.
Oh, shit. Run, Dennis, run.
What's the worst thing that could possibly happen to you? Oh, for your name to come up on Hangout with your slang out.
Yeah. Hey, that'll get us some listeners, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's gonna die next?
Well, you had a theory. We I think we kind of brought this up on an episode or two back, and you had this theory of it's just because all the people we like are our age or older, so they tend to pass.
Yeah, I mean, we are getting to the point where people are just in general older.
Well, this new one is not older. He's my age, and
he's older than me, so I feel safe.
You get a good 6-7 years. You're good.
6-7 years. He died at 56. I got 13 years, my friend.
Oh, wow. That's 13 summers, my friend.
12 and a half. I've got 12
not if somebody starts a podcast about us.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That'd be super meta.
Liv, Kate, we're taking that podcast away. Don't ever talk about us again.
This podcast is over.
Yep. So, anyways, we're trying not to kill these people.
On God.
Hey, check that out. Can people hear a fist bump on air? Again.
I hope you enjoyed the stupidest 15 minutes or 15 seconds of this podcast.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like our explosion noises. Like we both just went and saw Oppenheimer. We both just went and saw Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer is what they did when they were dissecting him after his death.
Oh, too soon?
I don't know. When did he die?
I don't know. They didn't even tell us that in that movie. Is there going to be a part 2?
Lost in New York. Oppenheimer, Lost in New York.
This time it's personal.
He works for the Terminator.
Oh, my goodness.
He becomes Oprah. You get an atomic bomb, and you get an atomic bomb.
I have to admit, that movie they should just give all the Oscars to
all of them. Every single last one. For the next 15 years.
I just cannot believe how many good performances are in that movie. Everybody's good in it. And there's like 30 different people in it. I only knew like 5 of them were in the movie.
To bring up his name again, God forbid.
GAWK.
Anybody should have to pick best supporting actor in that movie.
Oh my God.
They're all fantastic.
Because would Robert Downey Jr. would he get a lead?
He would probably get the leading nomination, but I mean, how do you...
That's the best I've ever seen him. Easily.
Whoa. We're going to hold this whoa. We're probably going to have to cut this part out because I was just thinking of something with him. Oh, because I came up, you'll love this. We were at a dive bar the other day.
Oh, I love that. Can we go on now? Okay, dive bar.
No, you'll love what I'm getting to. Not just that we went to a dive bar. And so I realized that I want a dive bar that's like not as divey. Like, I think that there are people that want to go and they want like that sort of danky experience without
gross,
like without the people that are probably expiring in front of you,
like wet 70s carpet.
Yeah. As you can see, my friend does not drink. Anyways, so we were thinking about it, and I decided that I wanted to open a high-end dive bar, and I was going to call it the Triple Lindy.
That's Dangerfield, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, from Back to School.
Uh-huh. Which also has what actor in that movie?
Oh, yeah, he's a total douchebag in that movie.
Yeah, his best acting performance ever.
You think so?
No, not really, but he was good in it.
Well, the best one in that movie was Sam Kinison.
Wasn't he also in Weird Science?
Oh.
Maybe not.
I can't remember. If he was, it was like really small part.
Maybe I'm just because his character in Back to School would have fit so well in Weird Science. Maybe I'm just crossing that knowledge.
So, fun fact, Back to School is the first movie I saw boobies in.
Okay.
Because I went to Colorado for a family reunion thing.
Mm-hmm.
And my cousins were like 14, 15. And I looked like I was 14 or 15. So they're like, hey, take your cousin to the movies. And we saw Back to School. And that was back when like a PG-13 movie, you were guaranteed to see, you're guaranteed to see nudity, whether it was breasts, butts, or something. A lot of cussing. Now that's like a strict R. But back then, and I just...
Hard R.
Yeah, hard R. That sound like a pirate. But yeah, I just remember sitting in the thing and they were like, oh, is he going to be okay that he just saw that? And I was 2 thumbs up. I was like, I'm good, guys.
Is he going to be okay?
He was going to be good. That's good.
Oh, Thornton Mellon.
What?
That was Rodney Dangerfield's character name in that movie.
Is it?
Thornton Mellon.
I have to watch that again. I used to love that movie.
Yeah,
that was
same.
a funny movie. I always remember that his son was played by this actor and he's dating a girl in it, but she's like literally a foot taller than him in that movie. And I remember that used to bug me. And I'm like, why did they cast like that? I'm like 11 thinking that.
Yeah, but he's a little wiener kid, so that's probably why.
Yeah. I just remember Sam Kinison and when he's the teacher. It's one of the funniest scenes ever. And we don't give Rodney enough shout outs.
Would you say that we don't give him enough respect?
I've totally fumbled that.
You sure did.
Yeah. Hey, at least we didn't kill him.
That's true. Did you ever see the Rodney Dangerfield episode of The Simpsons?
I probably did. I just don't.
It's where he plays Mr. Burns' son, but he's like a hapless loser.
I thought he played himself on that show.
No.
Never?
He might have once, but I don't think so.
I could have sworn I saw him on that as himself.
I'm pretty sure he just played Monty Burns' kid.
Do you want to elaborate or we just leave it at that?
Well, he's sort of a hapless loser and Monty's worried that he's just there to try to take his money, which he's not there for that. But just a drunken party animal, basically. And long story short, the episode ends with a party breaking out in the streets with Journey's Don't Stop Believin' playing in the background.
That sounds like the perfect episode.
It is pretty great.
Yep. We like that.
But you should give the man some respect.
Yeah.
Also, can't kill him. He's already dead.
Yep. We got that going for us. So, on God.
Ooh, that actually raises a good point. Maybe we should only bring up dead people. That way.
Maybe we'll bring them back to life?
No, I just mean like maybe we don't get that stigma of killing people off.
We do talk about dead people, though, as well.
Sure. Yeah, I guess.
I see dead people. On God. What?
You're supposed to say what movie it's from.
The Sixth Sense.
Thank you.
Okay.
I needed you to say it. I haven't seen that movie.
No way.
Yes. Wait, like, listen, if there's a movie that you think everybody has seen, I can almost promise you I haven't seen it.
But some of these are like
But
classics.
if you ask me to watch,
how do you not watch
if you
classic
ask me to
movies?
watch Police Academy 5 ad nauseum, I'll do it because that movie's funny.
Is that the summers? Is that the one?
It's one
that's
where they're in Miami.
Yeah, Miami Beach. It's Operation Miami Beach. That one's got Gretzky's wife in it, I think.
That's all the one. Also the one. Is that the one where they go to the Blue Oyster?
That's the gay one, the gay bar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Da, 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 da. And they're dancing back and forth. God, golden.
How did we go from The Sixth Sense to Police Academy 5?
6-5. We're just counting down. You got any fours?
Yeah, there's got to be a 4 out there.
May the force be with you.
Rocky 4. The greatest.
Adrian's
movie.
Revenge. No, that's Rocky 7.
The greatest 4 movie ever made.
Rocky 2 plus Rocky 5 equals Rocky 7. Adrian's Revenge.
These are the jokes, people.
I didn't make up that joke. The Simpsons did.
Damn. So we maybe we need to start giving all the writers from The Simpsons credit. All the quotes you do.
Probably.
All the jokes you steal.
Not like they haven't made enough money already.
All the jokes you steal.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
okay,
God.
so a bunch of those jokes are probably Conan O'Brien jokes, and he doesn't need our money.
Damn it, you just mentioned Conan. Conan, run. Run and hide. If Conan dies, we're stopping this damn podcast.
Yeah, 100%. Well,
we're going to go to our other podcast.
I mean, if he dies soon, we're stopping this damn podcast. He's
Well,
going
here's
to
the
die
thing.
eventually.
We talked about Pee-wee, but we did it like a month before it happened. And it just so happened to happen the freaking same week that he passed that our episode came out because these are scheduled ahead of time. So we got that going for us. So you just never know.
Welcome to Murderville.
Yep. That's another inside joke that's a Netflix show, right?
Yeah, starring our not friend, but we'd love him to be, Will Arnett.
See, we've brought him a bunch. They can't kill Will Arnett.
No. You cannot kill what refuses to die.
Yeah, he'll be like 85 and still look like he's 50 and being playing.
And still sound like this.
He'll still be playing 35-year-olds on TV.
Wow. Did you hear that, Will? Very complimentary.
Please hear that, Will. Bring us in, Will. Bring one of us in.
He raises a good point. One of us, the talented one.
What if On God was one of us?
What if On God tried to do an Australian accent?
Should I do it? What does Jesus sound like? What does God sound like? Australian?
No, I'm just saying. I meant just to say On God with an Australian accent.
But I can't do a female accent. I mean, if there's a God, choose female. Because why would you be male? We're a waste of time.
Are you a big fan of what's her name?
God? Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No, that's not who I was talking about. Who sang the song?
God was one of us? That song?
Is that the one where they
It's
talk about God
Joan
being-
Osborne?
Yeah. She's the one that talks about God being female. Yeah.
Not all of it.
No,
There's
but
a-
I mean, like, that's where it brings it up.
Well, yeah, she does. But there's a handful of songs where they refer to God being a female. And why not?
It's one of them, Dishwalla.
Mm-hmm. That was a good line for those guys. Stick that in there. Yeah.
I hope they're still alive. I used to have all their albums.
All one of them?
They had 2.
All 2 of them?
Only one of them was good, but they had 2.
Yeah.
They might have had more than 2, but they only had 2 that I remember being released.
That was a good song, though. Counting Blue Cars?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good song. All right. On God. We actually did pretty good avoiding all the religious hoo-has that we could have went down with this.
Oh,
right?
man. You gave me time.
Whew.
Would have
Yeah.
been bad.
But not a fan of it. Not because of any seriousness. It just, it's lazy and kind of dumb sounding. And I'm going to use it all the time for one reason only, to get this thing canceled. So if the young guys are like, oh, shoot, old people are using this now?
On God, man.
Yep. You with me?
Yeah, absolutely.
What about you listeners? All 12 of you, we could change the world. Right?
Oh, you know what the Three Musketeers used to say when they would challenge somebody?
I wish we were Snickers because Three Musketeers suck.
On God.
Oh, my Gilead.
If that doesn't cancel it, I don't know what will.
On that note, that's another way of saying anyways or go to hell.
Wait, what do I got to go to hell? Do you think that when I say anyways, it means go to hell?
When you say it to me.
Do you think that every time I say anyways, it means go to hell?
No, about 75% of the time, though.
You're right. I'd say it 75% of the time I say it to you, so that's fair.
Yes. But should I erase that 30 seconds ago? And the thing you guys are missing is he's literally acting that out.
I am challenging him to a duel.
Yeah, but why does he got his pants off again?
Wait, what?
Haha, I see your Swartz is as big as mine. Spaceballs.
Go comb the desert.
We've been combing all day. We ain't found shit. See, we're going to get stuck doing movie quotes. We got to get out of here.
Strike while the mic's hot. Wait, don't strike anybody. Also, cool down the mics.
I'm Dan on God.
On God, I'm Matt.
And on God, this is Hangout with your Slang Out.
Mike, on God.
Why can't we be like movie stars for like 20 years and then start a podcast?
I mean, we can.
All right. This
We're
seems
just
like the only way
getting a
we're
late
going to
start.
Late start?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm 43, for God's sakes. That means I'll be 63 by the time we've been movie stars for 20 years.
63, I'll be dead. Because I'll be like 69. 69, dude. Yeah.
Dumb.
You're dumb. You're dumber than dumb.
Yeah.